Hello there guys, it's Toad Peregrine 4 here, and we're right back where we left off with our drill here. Um, and I've grinded off the stuff on the back, and we're going to go ahead and test this. Now I am a little bit nervous that this thing does not weigh enough at the front. That does have me worried. But oh, does that hit? That would be heartbreaking if it hits. So let's go ahead and group all of these pistons together. Alright, let's go ahead and save that. Now we do want their velocity to be pretty slow, so I'm going to set it to maybe hello there guys, it's Toad Peregrine 4 cutting in. So I'm an idiot. I'm actually really upset about this. When I was setting the piston speed, I hit my key to stop recording. So I have not been recording this whole time. I'm pretty upset about that. That's pretty heartbreaking. Man, okay. Well, let me recap what happened. So, I feel like an idiot. Yeah, well, we drove over here, locked our suspension, and drilled down this first hole, and I watched it pretty closely. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. Oh my god, I'm so upset about it. It was such good footage of that, watching that thing go down. Oh, we're into stone now. Whoops. Oh, I'm really angry at myself. But yeah, we drove over here. This thing did great actually, driving. And then I set up over here. I need to change my Fraps record key. That's it. I'm doing it. Don't know what I'm gonna change it to. But I'm gonna have to change it. But yeah, we dug this first hole. Got a ton of ice. At this point, we've dug 2 holes. One a little bit too deep because I was busy face palming that I stopped recording. I ended the episode and hit the button to stop recording and watched the little light go to red. Little light go to red. That's so annoying. Well, it was successful. We were able to drill down here. Everything went super smoothly. Nothing got damaged, which is important. Even though you see this guy swaying a little bit, it's not getting damaged, which is important. We've drilled 2 holes now and gotten, what was that, 1,300,000 kilograms of ice. Right? 1,300,000 kilograms. A lot of ice. A lot of ice. I'm so upset. What can you do? And I think this episode's probably going to be um, a bit short, but I guess now you get to see my drive back since you know, the episode has to be more than 2 minutes long. Um, I don't remember exactly what I lost, so I'm just going to go ahead and recover or recap some stuff. Uh, so I put a gyroscope on here to make it so we could compress the suspension with the gyroscope to get the connector to line up on base. Um, Not a big deal, and it should take a little bit of shake out of the rover in general. We modified this um, so that way the drill head would fit more nicely through it, so it'd be less likely to hit. I don't think it would hit, but with how much it's like wiggling a little bit, I'm glad I did, so that way it doesn't end up like wiggling underneath it, because it was right up against it before. We had to stiffen the suspension on the rear wheels. To handle the ice, which we're probably going to have to do here again in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and fold this guy up and move on into our third hole. At this point, our rover, well, not, I guess it's not a rover, our cargo truck here weighs 125,000 kilograms, and we're at 1.5 million kilograms. Absolutely huge. But we're going to go ahead and unlock our suspension. Okay, we dropped a little bit. That's to be expected. Considering how little of our mass is really our own. We're going to go ahead and grab rear left and rear right. We're going to bump that suspension up a little bit more to maybe 11.8%, and the front left and front right, we're going to bump that suspension strength up to 11%. We should be okay. Yeah, we're riding a little bit higher right now. We're going to go ahead and turn our handbrake off. We're going to pull forward a little bit. Man, are we sluggish. Alright. Let's go ahead and put back on our handbrake. We may have gone a little bit too far, but that's not the end of the world. Let's actually back up just a little bit. We're definitely going to want to, so what's the power here? 15, let's bump that up to 25. Then look at the rear tires power, maybe bump that up to 30. Alright, but we're going to go ahead and lock our suspension. Put this guy up. I'm so sad he missed the first hole. Okay. Once we're locked in position right here. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and get the drills going and start extension. Just very slowly going to lower ourselves into the ice. You know, I've got to say, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I've never built a large rover successfully before. And the fact that this one is like, it's large, but it's functional. It's not just large for the sake of being large. it would be so much worse had I tried to do this with a small ship. But yeah, I have this lowering down so slow um, because I don't want to be ramming the drills into the ice because they're not able to drill fast enough. Like none of the drills are taking any damage so far, which is definitely nice, but yeah. This is probably going to be the last load before we head back to base. First of all, so I can go ahead and feel like an idiot and then rage quit for the night once I have this guy docked back up. But also, because I was honestly planning on doing a lot of this off camera anyway. So, wow, so much ice. Oh, that's cool, watching it flash through the drills like that. Are these tires not real? Oh, they are real. I feel like I just phased through this one a little bit. Oh, because you can phase through them a little bit. Huh, look at that. Weird. Oh, this thing's great. Alright, we're probably going to be starting to get stone soon. As soon as we start getting stone, we'll go ahead and reverse the drills. That said, we've only gotten about half the ice. Oh, well, that's stone. So yeah, let's go ahead and flip the drills. So now we are pulling this out of the ground. One of the things I mentioned before is because we have 6 pistons on here, there's a decent chance that we could actually dig and actually get ores that aren't but so deep. I'm actually not sure how deep this thing can drill. Yeah, I'm not sure because it's got 6 pistons. What's the piston length? 10 meters. So realistically, we can get anything that's within 60 meters of the surface. And I think that's 60 meters plus the length of the drills. But then again, the length of the drills is what gets it just to the ground. So probably shouldn't count that. But its maximum extended distance should be 60 meters pretty much from the surface. So yeah, if there's like an ore deposit that's only like 45 meters down, it should really be able to get in there and get it. It does mean it has to get a lot of stone though to get to it, which isn't necessarily the greatest thing. But the fact that we can just set this guy up and forget about it, pretty much, because I mean we've done 3 holes now perfectly. I mean, it's up a golf course. What do you guys think? Space Engineers putt-putt? Probably shouldn't have had the holes so close then, huh? But yeah, I'm very happy with this thing. This has come out very well, I think. Now it's going to be another question if we can actually get this thing out of here now that it weighs so much more than it did. What I'll probably do as the next modification is maybe have sort of an exhaust pipe that runs down and drops stone out. I think that might be a good idea. Something that can just eject stone. This thing's pretty cool. I'm really glad nothing has exploded, but I really shouldn't say that before, confirming that nothing does explode. I'm a little bit nervous because the sun is setting. And I don't exactly want to drive this thing at night. I mean, I'm not against it. I just makes me nervous. Let's go ahead and kill the drills and now start flipping this back up. Wow, we weigh 2.3 million kilograms. Starting at 125,000 kilograms. I mean, we weigh 20 times our starting mass. And, I mean, we're not even halfway full. Yeah, everything that we have, we can fit in one cargo container. We have almost 2 million kilograms of ice. Is that 1 million? Nope, that is. But now, when we release our suspension, we'll drop a little bit. That's okay. Let's increase our front left and front right strength to 12%. Actually, we need more than that. We just are. We want this to probably be 14, and then our rear left and rear right to be maybe 15. But yeah, let's go ahead and take our handbrake off. And we are not moving at all. So let's go ahead and grab our rear wheels and put the power maybe up to, I don't know, 45%. Man, if we aren't sluggish. Yeah, there's no way we could get this much cargo reasonably with some flying vessel. Just wouldn't be practical. Like, we would just crash it. I mean, the fact that this thing's now carrying 20 times its weight in ice. Okay, 19 times its weight in ice is not something you can claim with a flying vehicle. But if we flip, we're screwed. There's no way we're going to flip this guy back over. So we do want to hit this hill with just a little bit of speed, not enough to collapse our suspension, but enough to help us get over it. Because otherwise I do think we're in trouble. Oh, please do it, please do it, please do it, please do it, please, 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 please. No! No! Ah. Well, if this doesn't feel bad. So let's take our rear wheels and actually really crank the strength, because so far it's handled everything with grace. Like, it's not even bothered. Come on, let's do this. We can do it. Yeah, and look at our power usage. 0.09%, 11 days of fuel, and we really don't have any fuel in there. Much fuel on here. And I mean, it's really just because we have a battery and a reactor with a little bit of power. Like, this thing sips power. There's no way you'd get this kind of efficiency with a flying vehicle. Come on, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, 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 please. No! Ah. Alright, let's increase the power of the front wheels. Maybe put it up to 45%. Why are we not stopping? Come on. We can get this. Come on, we can do it, we can do it. Please. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Alright, alright, we're in the clear, we're in the clear. We're accelerating again. Oh, that had me nervous. Dude, when this thing is empty, it is going to be... It is going to be powerful. We're going to have to tune the suspension based off of our weight. Just, you can't have the same suspension responsible for one weight and then also responsible for 20 times that mass. It just won't do it. That said, in theory, we should weigh enough to the point where we're not going to flip this thing. Even going through these little dunes. Which honestly, even these dunes have me a little bit nervous. Oh, that squished our suspension hard. Oh, we weigh so much. It's actually kind of nice that it's the sun setting. Makes it so I can actually see the terrain and avoid it. But man, if this thing isn't a monster. Oh, that's weird that the grass is doing that. Alright, 6 kilometers away. And we're going like 80 miles an hour too. I'm sure 150 kilometers per hour means a lot if you think I have an accent, but if you don't think I have an accent, 150 kilometers per hour takes me a minute to recognize. I don't quite get why are we pulling left? We're always pulling left. In the little tiny rover we were pulling left. In this we're pulling left, which I think it would be somewhat farcical to call this a rover. But man, look at this thing go. 2.3 million kilograms. Mostly in ice. That is just nuts. Hopefully this means that we can completely fill our hydrogen tanks from just this one trip. That would be fantastic. And hopefully extra. This is a huge amount of ice. Man, look at this view. It's so cool seeing that thing spin around. It doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't help the base to have that thing spin, but I just pointed at my screen like you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm cool. ahead and start slowing ourselves down a little bit. Well, I think it's safe to say we overshot the base. Yeah, I think we overshot the base. Oh well. Ah, this thing is dreadfully slow. I mean, we're still going forward. We're still trying to slow down. And that is why you never aim at your base. That said, I'm about to aim at my base, so only ignore me when I say to ignore me. Or wait. Ah, no. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. That said, if you're in this situation, whew, I pity you. This is a real boat to drive. It actually has me a little bit nervous. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Okay. Alright. And locked. Whew! Oh my god, that's a huge weight lifted off of me. So, I guess we now start processing huge amounts of ice. And let's grab the refineries as well. Just, you know, we don't really need this much gravel, but I guess we're gonna get this much gravel. Huh. Alright, so what we're curious about is the hydrogen tanks, so 1.1% full. .2% full. Yeah, it's certainly going up. Oh man, that is neat. Yep, look at that. That is awesome. And these guys should get pretty much full in the time it takes for us to build our rocket, but I don't know what's happening. Please tell me my game's not crashing. Please don't crash. Okay, okay, we're okay. Whew. Alright, we're okay, we're okay. That had me. If we were just fine the entire time we were doing this, but then we crashed on me looking at a hydrogen tank, that would have been rough. But anyway, guys, I'm going to thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this monstrosity, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.